give a text an author and assign a single corresponding interpretation to it is to impose a limit on that text. Roland Barthes, via Wikipedia. Derrida's was influenced by Barthes. Barthes was influenced by Proust. Proust was influenced by Chardin. In the spirit of Derrida's essay Restitutions of Truth in Pointing, wherein which he re-evaluates Van Gogh's shoes painting using free association and his own liberated readership, we will examine Chardin's The Ray. Chardin's The Ray, completed in 1725, exhibiting master realism, remains disgusting. We can begin to look at this painting in two parts, one side showing action, and the other showing stillness, both parts flanking the Ray's corpse, its face, chillingly human. Mouth agape, stupefied by mortality. The Ray. The Ray. Steve Irwin was killed by a ray. If we bisect Chardin's picture at the Ray's gash, its body splayed and cavernous, reminding us of orifice and opening, we can begin to see this painting showing two parts. The Ray, reclining in death, leaning toward the side of stillness, its gash still straddling two worlds, looking closer as we gaze upon Chardin's kitchen, where we might become reminded of Mrs. Potts and Chip from Walt Disney's Beauty and the Beast. However, Chardin's kitchenware is not alive. It is, in fact, a reminder of the stillness in death, returning to the Ray's wound to begin examining the other half. Digging deeper at the flesh of the masterwork, we notice a kitten, youthful and spree, navigating her way down a precarious pile of oysters, making her way toward the fishy mother lode. We can see hunger and determination in this kitten's gaze, a determined gaze reminding us of power coming from history's great cat deities. Based, the Egyptian goddess of sexuality. Notice this creature's paws, the gentle paw pads, negotiating her path, much like a kitten would need a carpet. Much like a lover would massage his partner, his hands caressing sensually, tender as the cat's paws on the oysters. Oysters are a common aphrodisiac, the cyclical nature of massage, and the deliberate, rhythmic steps of the cat can call to sexuality and approaching orgasm, much like two lovers passing in a yoke, back and forth, the slickness of the embryo as that of the oyster. The kitten's gaze, eyes penetrating space, moon, eyes, hungry, eyes, Chardin's kitten's gaze aligning with that of Goya's familiar, both watching their prey with unblinking glare, penetrating. A gaze no different than that of little Bub. Here are three sets of wide eyes, alert, engaged, alive, proving the activity in the left hemisphere of Chardin's picture. Notice the similarities between these two painting details. Goya clearly took inspiration from Chardin's famous picture, It is rumored that Goya painted this boy's portrait post-mortem, resulting in an image with overly rendered props and garments, while the child's face remains chillingly unrendered, much like a death mask, much like the face of the Ray, much like the face of Steve Irwin. Here are 3 sets of vacant eyes, nearly colorless, lifeless, still, again, proving the passivity in the Ray's right hemisphere. The Ray